Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today's the 19th of June 2025 and the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have marginally fallen down, guys. And what happened last night, that is on the 18th of June, the FOMC meeting did actually take place, and unfortunately guys, Federal Chair Jerome Powell decided to keep the interest rate the same, and because of that the prices are still down at the moment. Now President Donald Trump is definitely not happy about it. As a matter of fact, guys, he did actually call Jerome Powell a stupid person now. Cause look, so far as Europe is concerned, guys, they have already reduced the interest rate, and because of that, their economy is pumping up. And President Donald Trump wants Federal Chair Jerome Powell to go ahead and do that as well. But nonetheless, guys, what I'd really urge you to do is, in the show notes below, there is an official speech by Jerome Powell. And he did consistently state that the US economy is doing much better than anticipated. So even me, I don't see a reason as to why he did not go ahead and reduce the interest rate. Could it be possible because of political reasons why he's not doing that? I kind of agree with President Donald Trump in that opinion. And right now there is unnecessary war going on between Israel and Iran, isn't it? And at a macro level, these things could be impacting the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But the good thing is, guys, if you look at the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, you can make an assessment that now geopolitical chaos is not impacting the prices as much. But let's see, guys, as time unfolds, what kind of an impact will have on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now, regarding United States of America, guys, there is a massive news, and the Senate has passed the Genius Act. Now, Genius Act, guys, has more to do with stablecoins, and I wouldn't be surprised under Trump's leadership, stablecoins, particularly in the United States of America, will definitely be leading the new front. And President Donald Trump wants United States of America to be leading so far as Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is concerned as well. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on the news regarding US Senate passing the stablecoin regulation bill. Now the next news, guys, as a matter of fact, is connected to Iran, and one of the exchanges that is Nobitrex, it has been hacked for over $90 million. And there is an interesting blog that is published by Leptic that does actually state that there is a possibility that Israel hackers were behind this particular hack. Now, unfortunately, guys, for the customers, the funds have completely been lost, and this goes back to the whole notion, not your keys, not your crypto, isn't it? So definitely unfortunate news for the customers. Now, the final news, guys, I'm going to be talking about is more of a partnership news, and this is to do with a Bitcoin-only company called as Relai. And few months ago, guys, I did actually interview the spokesperson from Relai, and they only deal with Bitcoin, guys, and their partnership is a great one, because they are partnered with one of the OGs so far security as well as wallet service providers are concerned, and this is to do with Casa. So the news essentially is that Relai and Casa, they have partnered to offer multi-sig Bitcoin security. Definitely brilliant partnership. So we have got a lot of interesting things to cover, guys, in today's episode, and like we do in every Crypto and Coffee Date series, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news, guys, is a massive one, and this is connected to tokenization. And the Dubai Financial Services Authority, guys, they have begun engagement with firms selected for its tokenization regulatory sandbox because they want to reinforce its commitment to responsible innovation in DIFC, that is Dubai International Finance Center. So in today's episode, we'll definitely go ahead and discuss this. Now the next news, guys, is another positive news, and this is to do with the adoption of cryptocurrencies by airline industry. And 40 Aviation, guys, they have partnered with DXB, and they want to launch crypto payments for luxury travel. And roughly around 3 months ago, guys, Trump Tower did also partner with them as well, isn't it? So it looks like cryptocurrencies is becoming part of our daily life. So definitely interesting news. So we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover, guys, in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media, guys, is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact, guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMD scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing. Go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform. Check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, the prices of Bitcoin in the global cryptocurrency market has definitely fallen down. But if you look at the market sentiment, guys, it is still showing up as greed. And the number associated is 60. What a wild time to be alive, isn't it? The prices of Bitcoin is around the $100,000 mark. There is possibility of World War III. But the demand for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is off the chart. Now, that thing being said, guys, if you look at the global cryptocurrency market, it has actually gone down since the last 24 hours. And it is actually down by 2.5%. And in terms of dollar amount, the global cryptocurrency market stands at $3.38 trillion. Now look, guys, so far as the announcement of the FOMC meeting is concerned, I'm actually content with it. Because if Federal Chair Jerome Powell does decide to keep the interest rate the same, it just means that the US economy is doing relatively better than anticipated. And that would directly and indirectly be pumping up the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, for the next 3 days, particularly over the weekend, try to keep a track on the 24-hour trading volume and look at the purchases that are actually taking place so far as Bitcoin is concerned. And I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if the price of Bitcoin does actually cross the $110,000 mark. But the only drawback is right now there is geopolitical chaos going on, isn't it? So let's see how the drama unfolds regarding Israel and Iran. Now, regarding the ETF inflows, guys, it is still about the $400 million mark. And since the last 24 hours, there has been $407.50 million so far as ETF inflows are concerned. Now, Now, if you look at the total cryptocurrency market volume, guys, today it is at a staggering $103 billion, but in comparison to the last 24 hours, it is actually down by 8%. But if you look at the volume of decentralized finance, the numbers have definitely been picking up pace since the last 6 weeks or so. And in terms of dollar amount, it is at $18.64 billion. And the total value locked, guys, is well above the $100 billion mark. It is at $112.87 billion. And if you look at the decentralized exchange dominance, today it is at a staggering 48.53%. But look, guys, I cannot stress this enough. It is so important to understand that out of this 48.53%, there is a very high possibility a lot of centralized exchanges do actually account for 25%, maybe even 30% in my honest opinion. Now that thing being said, guys, decentralized finance today is accounting for 11.12% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And since the last 2 months, guys, I'm also looking at real world assets total value locked. And since the last 24 hours, this number is at $12.50 billion. Now, if we run through the 24-hour volume of decentralized exchanges, guys, the numbers of PancakeSwap is definitely off the chart. And PancakeSwap's 24-hour volume is $10.21 billion, whereas Uniswap is less than half of that. It is only at $4.42 billion. Aerodrome, guys, is less than $1 billion. It is only at $565.45 million. Radium is at $502.87 million. And at number 5, guys, is Hyperliquid, but its 24-hour volume is less than half $1 billion mark. It is at $481.78 million. Now later on today, guys, I'm going live with a good friend of mine, that is Marcus Shantita, and we will be discussing quite a lot of things, and we'll definitely go and discuss some interesting numbers regarding decentralized exchanges. Now if you're connected with me via LinkedIn, guys, please feel free to catch us live, because every Thursdays we go live and we discuss the global cryptocurrency snapshot. We also got and look at some political chaos that is connected to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And if you guys do have any questions, guys, mention them in the live sessions or mention them in the comments below. I'll definitely go and discuss this in the next session that we have on Thursdays. Now let's quickly go back to the global cryptocurrency snapshot. Now whether we like it or not, guys, stablecoins are the driving force in the cryptocurrency world, isn't it? And if you look at the market cap of stablecoins, today it is at a staggering $252.83 billion. And it is no surprise that Tether USDT is leading the pack. But the 24-hour trading volume should have been higher in my honest opinion. I would have really liked to see this number above the $100 billion mark. But unfortunately, guys, it is only at $73.21 billion. And so far, Circle USDC is concerned, the 24-hour trading volume is $10.55 billion. And FDUSD's volume has also gone down, and it is at $6.01 billion. So look, guys, over the next 3 days, keep a track of the 24-hour trading volume for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And along with that, guys, keep a track of the 24-hour volume of Tether USDT. Now, let's say if the 24-hour volume of Tether USDT is about the $100 billion mark, and if the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are pumping up, I definitely do feel that this weekend will be absolutely great for the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Because look, under the Trump administration, guys, the inflation has been consistently going down. And Federal Chair Jerome Powell did actually state that the US economy is doing relatively better than what mainstream media talks about. Now, before we get into that, let me go and look at a new matrix that I tend to look in the Blockchain DXB podcast. And since the last few days, I'm looking at the state of decentralized apps. And today, guys, I want to look at the decentralized apps that are working only on Cardano blockchain. Because a few days ago, guys, we talked about Charles Hoskinson, who's the co-founder of Cardano. He did actually put forward a suggestion to remove $100 million worth of data from Cardano blockchain and put it into Bitcoin and decentralized finance, isn't it? And a lot of the community members were definitely not happy about it. So I thought, let's go and take a deep dive into the top decentralized apps that are currently working only on Cardano blockchain. Now, unfortunately, guys, the numbers are definitely not great. And if you look at the number one decentralized app on Cardano blockchain, it is DEX Hunter. And if you look at the unique active wallet interactions, guys, it is showing only at 734. This, to be honest, guys, is definitely a ridiculously scary number. Because for Ethereum, so far as decentralized exchange is concerned, the number is around the 15,000 mark, isn't it? So the number one decentralized app on Ethereum and the unique active wallet interaction is around the 15,000 mark. But so far, the number one decentralized app on Cardano is concerned, it is less than 1,000. So the difference is absolutely stark and scary in my honest opinion. Now, the second decentralized app that is working on Cardano blockchain so far as unique active wallet interaction is concerned, it is a project called as MinSwap, and the unique active wallet interaction is only 235. The third one, guys, is Wing Riders, and the unique active wallet interaction is 136. The fourth one is JPG Store, and the unique active wallet interaction is below 100. It is exactly at 99. And at number 5, guys, is NKR minting, and the unique active wallet interaction is 94. Now look, guys, I've been saying this since the last few days. There are different ways to go ahead and look at this particular data. You can definitely go ahead and sort it based on dollar value as well, and you can look at the balance in smart contracts. Now I thought, let me go ahead and look at it based on unique active wallet interactions, because it gives us an idea as to how many people are using the smart contract and the future of that particular decentralized app, isn't it? Let me know, guys, if you agree to my assessment, or do you want me to go ahead and look at it based on different metrics. Now, guys, let's go ahead and look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. And unfortunately, guys, since the last 24 hours, the price of Bitcoin is down by 0.44%. And today, the price of Bitcoin is $105,016. And since the last 24 hours, it is down by 2.59%. Ethereum, guys, is at $2,525. And since the last 24 hours, it is down by 0.56%. And since the last 7 days, it is down by 8.53%. Ripple or XRP, guys, is at $2.16. And since the last 24 hours, it is up by 0.05%. But since the last 7 days, it is up by 3.79%. Now look, guys, one of the reasons why the prices have been falling down is because a lot of notorious traders in Wales, they were trying to manipulate the market based on my honest opinion. And yesterday, guys, at 10 p.m. Gulf Standard Time, that is 18th of June, the FOMC meeting did actually take place, and Federal Chair Jerome Powell did decide to go ahead and keep the interest rate the same. This, to be honest, guys, is disappointing for the Trump administration, because since the last few months, he's actually forcing Jerome Powell to go ahead and reduce the interest rate, and truth be told, guys, there is absolutely no reason for him to go ahead and not do that. Looks like he's falling under political pressure by the left-leaning administration. Now, what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, in the show notes below, there is an official meeting by Federal Chair Jerome Powell when he did actually go live via YouTube. Go ahead and listen to it. And Federal Chair Jerome Powell did clearly state that the unemployment rate is really low, and so far the labor market condition is concerned in the United States of America, it is probably the best it has ever been since the last few years. So there is absolutely no reason for him to not reduce the interest rate. And that is exactly the reason why President Donald Trump wants to go ahead and replace Federal Chair Jerome Powell. Now, there is a very high possibility, guys, President Donald Trump can indirectly fire him, but Jerome Powell's term expires in the next few months, and there's a very high possibility he might not be re-elected, and there are other potential candidates, guys, who might actually go ahead and replace that role. Now, if President Donald Trump is really smart, he might actually go ahead and put Scott Bessent into that role, and he's the guy who's behind tariffs. And if that thing happens, guys, the US economy will definitely be off the charts. Because look, guys, so far as tariffs are concerned, they are definitely beneficial for the US economy. And if you look at the inflation numbers since the last 3 months, it has consistently been going down. And if you look at inflation including the tariff data, the inflation is even better than it has ever been since the last 5 years. So it looks like President Donald Trump's move regarding tariffs is definitely the right thing. And news such as this, guys, directly and indirectly impacts the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? Now, I've always said this, guys. There are 2 data we should be looking at. The first one is the inflation data that is out, and the only website to look at is the Bureau of Labor Statistics website, and you can check. Under the Trump administration, including tariffs, the inflation has been consistently going down. And the second key information is the FOMC meeting, where the Federal Reserve Board decides to go ahead and reduce the interest rate, keep the interest rate, or increase it. Now it is high time that Federal Reserve Board does decide to go ahead and reduce the interest rate. And after that thing happens, I'm pretty much sure the US economy will definitely be pumping up. And you also need to remember, guys, because of President Donald Trump's move regarding tariffs, over $10 trillion is secured in US investment, and these investments will definitely be boosting the US economy, isn't it? And because of that, there will be direct impact on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. As a matter of fact, guys, the next news that I'm going to be talking about will directly be impacting the world of cryptocurrencies, particularly stablecoin, and this is to do with Genius Act. And what happened is that the US Senate did actually pass a stablecoin regulation bill, and this will be called as Genius Act. And on 17th of this month, guys, the US Senate passed the Genius Act, which is a landmark establishing federal regulation for US dollar-pegged stablecoin. Now, this particular bill did receive bipartisan support with a 68 to 30 vote, and it now awaits approval from the House of Representatives before reaching President Donald Trump. This, to be honest, guys, is definitely a genius thing, isn't it? Now, let me do one thing, guys. Let me just highlight 3 key important things regarding the Genius Act, because this particular act is focused a lot on stable coins, and it's really important to understand, guys, with the approval of this bill, stablecoins must be backed by liquid assets like US dollar or short-term treasury bills. And secondly, guys, issuers must disclose reserve compensation monthly. And finally, the bill also addresses concerns about big tech and foreign issuers entering the space. So look, this particular bill is definitely great from the stablecoin world, but according to me, guys, stablecoins are just literally replacing the role of a bank, isn't it? I'd really like to see some news regarding algorithmically backed stablecoin. But nonetheless, guys, because of this news, Circle as well as Coinbase's stock prices pumped up as well. So things are definitely looking good from a stablecoin point of view. Now, unfortunately, guys, things are definitely not looking good in Iran. As a matter of fact, guys, one of the cryptocurrency exchange called Tracks, they were reportedly hacked for $90 million. And there is a really interesting blog that is published by Elliptic that $90 million was actually hacked by Tracks, and it was actually done by an Israeli-linked activist group. So it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, what the outcome to this is. Unfortunately, guys, people from Iran, they have lost a lot of the cryptocurrencies, isn't it? And this goes back to the whole notion, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. Definitely unfortunate news for the customers of Norbitrix Exchange. Now, regarding the activist group, guys, they also previously targeted Iran State Bank, and they also claimed responsibility via Twitter or X, and they actually called Norbitrix a terror financing tool that was being used to bypass sanctions. And the activist group, guys, they also threatened to leak exchanges' internal data and source code as well. So it looks like there is a war going on in the cyber world as well. Definitely unfortunate news in my honest opinion. Now, guys, let's go and discuss some positive news. And this is more of a partnership between two giants and Casa, guys. They are partnered with Swiss-based Bitcoin platform called Relai, as they want to offer a seamless solution for buying and securing Bitcoin. This, to be honest, guys, is definitely a genius partnership, and the collaboration between both of them does make a lot of sense, because the collaboration combines Relai's easy-to-use compliant platform for purchasing Bitcoin with Casa's industry-leading self-custody vault, giving users a secure end-to-end Bitcoin experience. And through this app, guys, users can buy and sell Bitcoin via Relai's trusted platform. They can directly fund Casa vaults for long-term storage as well, and the customers can access a secure on-ramp for individuals and businesses. And Casa CEO, that is Nick Newman, guys, did actually state that the partnership empowers users to fully own the financial future. And Relai CTO, that is Adam Bilcon, called it as a move to help users secure not just the savings, but also their legacy as well. So definitely interesting partnership. So these were the news, guys, on the Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency world. Now let's go ahead and look at two news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. Now the first news, guys, is in the world of tokenization. And Dubai Financial Services Authority, they have begun engagement with firms selected for its tokenization regulatory sandbox, and they want to reinforce their commitment to responsible innovation in the IFC. So let me go ahead and share more information regarding this. And the Dubai Financial Services Authority, guys, has begun engaging with firms selected for its tokenization regulatory sandbox, and this sandbox operates under DFSA's Innovative Testing License Program. And the Innovation Testing License, guys, allows firms to test innovative financial products in a controlled regulatory environment. And Dubai Financial Services Authority launched the Innovation Testing License in 2017 to foster fintech innovation, and they also aim to build an adaptive, forward-looking market for traditional and non-traditional finance players. And in 2021, guys, post the pandemic, the Dubai Financial Services Authority introduced an investment token regime to regulate tokens as investment instruments. And the following year, guys, the DFC also implemented an crypto token regime as a second phase. And last year, in June of 2024, Dubai Financial Services amended its framework, including streamlined token recognition and stablecoin approvals. And the tokenization regulatory sandbox, guys, was launched in March of this year, and it did receive 96 expression of interest from firms from UK, United Arab Emirates, Europe, Canada, Singapore, as well as Hong Kong. And here's the interesting thing, guys. The sandbox supports responsible financial innovation within the DIFC, and the applications include tokenization of bonds, which include suk, fund units, and asset custody solutions as well. And interest came from both established financial institutions and innovative startups, and firms who assessed on business models, use case clarity, and readiness for testing. And selected firms entered live testing under the Innovation Testing License, and others qualified for full authorization under existing DFSA rule due to operational maturity. And regarding the sandbox trials, guys, they will be starting pretty soon, with outcomes informing future DFSA policy and framework adjustments. And this initiative, guys, supposed to push D3 the economic agenda to become a top global financial hub by 2033. So definitely interesting news, isn't it? As a matter of fact, guys, the next news I'm going to be talking about is also really interesting news so far as cryptocurrency adoption is concerned. And for the aviation, guys, they are partnered with DXB and they want to launch crypto payments for luxury travel. So let me go ahead and share more information regarding this, because this partnership will allow 40 Aviation to accept crypto payments from clients, and clients will benefit from seamless, secure and modern payment experiences. And DXB, guys, is a licensed provider for institutional stablecoin payment solutions, and this partnership was actually announced in Lithuania. And 40 Aviation, you should know, is a leading global private jet charter consultancy, and the company is known for its bespoke, highly personalized services, and they handle single to multi-leg private flight journeys, and the team has over 80 years of combined aviation experience, and the clients include high-profile individuals and multinational corporations. And Jeremy Eminis, guys, who's the CEO of Forte, says that crypto payments enhance customer experiences, and he highlighted the importance of effortless booking and meticulous services as well. And Richard Crook, who's the CEO of DXB, calls this partnership a shared vision, and their aim, guys, is to simplify payment processes in the luxury aviation space, and crypto integration offers flexibility and security for 40 clients. And this collaboration, guys, reflects a growing trend of crypto adoption in luxury assets, and the benefits include faster settlements and lower fees compared to traditional methods. And this particular move does set new standards in innovation and customer experience in private aviation. So definitely interesting news, isn't it? So these were the newscasts on the Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse. So let's get started with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's Josh from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse. I have a question by Pereira, who asks, is the Nobitrex hack a sign of rising geopolitical cyber warfare in cryptocurrency space? This, to be honest, Pereira, is such an important question, isn't it? And the answer to that looks like it is yes, isn't it? Because when you talk about the hack of this particular exchange, Pereira, it is definitely a strong indicator of rising geopolitical cyber warfare in the cryptocurrency space, isn't it? And according to me, this particular attack wasn't just financially motivated, it was definitely politically charged, isn't it? Because if you look at the exposed, it clearly states that they do blame Nobitrex for a lot of terrorism financing. Now that thing being said, the easily linked activist group openly framed the breach of retaliation against Iran, isn't it? And in the exposed, they also branded Nobitrex as a terrorist financing tool. And they've also threatened to leak internal data and source code as well. So look, Pereira, this particular hack clearly shows the shift from profit-driven hacks to more of an ideologically driven cyber operation, isn't it? And they are clearly targeting crypto infrastructure as a form of digital warfare. And I do feel as crypto becomes more embedded in state strategy, whether let's say from sanction evasions, economic sovereignty or cross-border payments, crypto platforms, particularly centralized exchanges, are turning into geopolitical flashpoints. Now, so far as decentralized exchange is concerned, it is not restricted to any one specific area, isn't it? Now, could it be possible that stablecoin issuers will be attacked as well? There is a very high possibility, and when you talk about stablecoin issuers, you always need to remember there is always a single point of entry, in my honest opinion. So look, Pereira, I do feel that activist groups now use crypto breaches as political messaging tools, and state-linked platforms or exchanges can become strategic targets as well. So the line between cybercrime and cyber warfare is definitely blurry at this point of time, but at the same time it reflects a broader trend where crypto is no longer neutral territory. So definitely interesting question. And that's about all, guys, on the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Remember, Monday to Thursdays we have Blockchain DXB podcast, and in every podcast we cover top news and information pertaining to the past of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse as well. And we look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. We also look at latest technological advancements in the region. We also look at government role in adoption of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, or even artificial intelligence in the Middle East region. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.